Now back to the Greenburgh Report on 1460 WVOX. Once again, here's Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner.
Paul Feiner. I'm the Greenburgh Town Supervisor. My guest is a Greenburgh resident, Hugh Thorne, author of a book, P.I.A.N.O Poetry in a New Outfit, and he uses Acrotrions for his poetry. You wrote a very interesting poem called School. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. The one thing most of us know, the definition of school and college. But in my book, I'm able to describe to you, to give you a clearer view of the significance of school and college. The acronymic attachment for the word school is defined this way. School children have one obligation: learn. And let the kids realize the significance of that word, school. The next thing, let them understand how important college is. And here is the acronymic evaluation and interpretation of the word college. Come on, let life enjoy getting educated. I'll say it one more time in college. Come on, let life enjoy getting educated. And these things are very important for kids and adults everywhere to know more about the value and the significance of these two words, school and college.
And when you, in your book about, you also have other sections where you're talking creates classes on the basis of learning, letting one expose the mind to go ahead and earn degrees. That spells college. On the other side, you towards the end of the sentences, you talk college, outlines, listening, leadership, explorer, graduate, excellent, and that also spells college. And in between, you have different sentence structures. So it says create classes for all to pass and pursue a career. So it's not only the acronym, acrotrions. You have sentences that people could read at the same time.
Right. As a matter of fact, one of my one of the people who purchased the book recently came to me and said to me, "How do you expect me to memorize all the things you have written in the book?" And I said, "Well, you could read it every day and just enjoy it, because you'll find this thing is part of your life and you would want to share it with others." And I think that would be most important, because that is a form of growth. And that's what we need in our society today, that constant state of growth, and we are proud of each other in terms of letting each other know more about ourselves and life in general.
I think the book is really great because it's a book that you don't have to do a read through. It's one where you put it down and you pick it up and you read the piece on life, or you read the piece on education, or college, or any of the other things that Hugh's written on. It's things, very simple things that we come in contact with every day, and you read it for just that moment. It might inspire you, and then you put it down again. So it's
right, and it's the type of book that you could leave on a living room table.
Exactly.
And if you have a party and you're talking to some friends, you may say, "Oh, let's look at,"
and discuss with the family. And discuss with your family. It's a very intimate book, and is one that the family will enjoy reading and learning from it. And I am very glad to share this moment with you all.
Right, and there's also a lot about life in your book.
Right. The thing about life, we take life, and say we take it all for granted when we shouldn't. Life is very significant in every form, whether you live in another country or you live in the United States. And we have to realize the importance of life and the way it is defined in the book. Life says, love interestingly finds everyone. And that is so true. And that is life. Love interestingly finds everyone. The other thing about life also is life is fun everywhere. It's up to you as an individual to make life a fun thing, and that's something that bring you unpleasant moments.
But you also could say living designs, ideal fullness with events, and that spells life. Or losers imagine fanciful expectations, that also spells life. And just quoting from your book, you have a sentence structure: living designs, a life for winners and losers. And you use the word ideal places are available for habitation to let us imagine. So you have a lot of very interesting
Terminology. Right. And the way it's described, because I try to make it as comfortable and as sensible for listeners and for people who reads the book, so that they can realize the beauty of it, because I am moved by it myself. I read it over and I'm moved by it. My wife is moved by it. My friends are moved by it. And it's all over the world right now, and it's really exciting.
Do you basically, every day, if you see a car or if you see a tree, do you write a poem almost automatically?
Right. No, it's a matter of concentration, and it's the power of the mind. Once I could put my mind into it, I go into, like, the one thing I did with my mind was compartmentalize it. And I think it's a winning idea to compartmentalize your mind, and you can shift from one compartment to the other with ease.
So let's say you're on the radio when you're driving home. You may say radio, so you may come up like with the word, say radiate.
No. Well, the first thing, I try not to concentrate while I'm driving,
Right.
because that can create a danger for you. Because once you start concentrating, you go into the upper levels of your mind, and sometimes I close my eyes, and all I see is like a room filled with ideas.